Yeah.
Smackdown, finally, after months of being boring, bland, and at times unwatchable, was actually pretty decent. This is a really decent to good episode of Smackdown. Triple H actually tried on this episode, and I commend him for that. Hopefully, he can continue this. This is a very star-studded edition of SmackDown as well. So I'm not going to knock it. It was really good. You had all the stars out. You had Cody, Cena, CM Punk, Randy Orton, R-Truth. For the women, you had Charlotte Flair. So you had a pretty decent pool of stars on the show. So I'm definitely not going to knock that at all. So we're going to get into SmackDown from June the 13th, 2025. So we kick the show off with John Cena. He says, wrestling's Mount Rushmore is John Cena, John Cena, and John Cena. He says there's been great wrestlers and great talkers, but no one in the past, present, or future is even comparable to him. I don't know about that, Cena. I don't know about that. You're kind of off your rocker when you say stuff like that. Now, in the modern era, yes. Outside of Roman Reigns, yes. In the modern era, yes. But in the 80s, 90s, hell no. No. The Rock, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Undertaker would like to have a word with you. John Cena says that the reason he's always outmaneuvering is because he's smarter. Cena says that you can't see him, you all want to be him. He's always 1,000 steps ahead of everyone because they're worried about right here and right now. While he won right now a year ago. He said he started scouting his opponents last year. He entered the Rumble. He went to the Elimination Chamber. He knew that CM Punk and Seth Rollins would burn down and that Cody's focus was on somebody else. He shocked the world and used Cody's obsession with being loved by everyone to be the new champion. He used Randy Orton's 25-year rivalry, and he even put R-Truth in the main event. Everyone cared and took the bait. While they used their time to save R-Truth, he sided with Logan Paul and sized up his next opponent in CM Punk. Cena says that he's backed Punk into a corner. Cena says if CM Punk really wants to take the title, he has to admit to himself that he's a hypocrite. And he's not going to worry about Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins will never cash in on him while holding the title. Seth wants Cena to leave with the title because when he cashed in, he'll be their only champion. I like that. That was a really good line there. And I don't think that they're going to have Rollins cash in on John Cena anyway. I just don't. I mean, he may attempt to do it, but he's not going to, really be successful with it. Cena asked them if they get it now. He's the greatest of all time for a reason. He says while they've been creating fake stories to see if he sold his soul, he used math in his favor. He wins matches before they even start. In 25 years, he's cracked every code and doesn't need their appreciation. They will realize how good he is in 3 years after he's gone. This is the greatest moment of their life. And for Cena, the fans are just a mathematical equation. And the math says there will never be anyone worthy enough to hold this title again. So Cody Rhodes shows up. He says that John Cena isn't just smart, he's a genius. It's unfortunate that everything Cena has said has come to fruition, but here he is with this 25-year master plan, but there's one variable. Cody asked him why didn't he include this on Saturday when he was pinned and looking up at the lights, when Cody pinned him. Cody says he's not a part of John Cena's plan. he calls John Cena's plan. John Cena's Mount. My bad. He calls John Cena's Mount Rushmore, and then he asks him what that leaves him. So then Randy Orton shows up. Really good reaction for both Cody and Orton. Randy Orton says that everyone saw that he had Cena beat in the ring at Backlash. Randy says he has to do what it takes no matter who he has to go through in order to get number 15. Orton says he loves Cody like a brother, but if he has to take him down to get to Cena, he won't hesitate to do that. LA Knight comes out, gets a massive reaction. He says, here we are, long. He heard the world say they want LA Knight. He knows what the fans want. He knows the three guys in the ring don't want, and that's him walking down to the ring. LA Knight says he's looking at the WWE establishment, which is actually 1,000% true. He knows that. He's the sore thumb standing out there, and he likes it that way. He says, he tells John Cena that Cena has this master plan of his, but he knows that his plans don't include him. He says the King of the Ring is right around the corner, and he has a shot to take a shot at all of them to take what's his. If he has to drop a Viper, a Nightmare, and he has to drop a genius, balding son of a bitch, John Cena, to be WWE champion, with everybody saying LA Knight, yeah. That was great. So Cena then leaves. He walks up the ramp. R-Truth shows up. Ron Killing shows up. He attacks him. The crowd pops for that. And security breaks it up. So really good stuff there. This is a pretty good way to start the show. I like this. This makes perfect sense. And to get all these guys that are all over in this one segment was great. So this is a really good way to start the show off, and I am very appreciative of that fact. Moving on, so this leads us into John Cena's backstage. He's arguing with Nick Aldis, but we can't hear what's being said, so that sucks, but it is what it is. It's fine. This leads us into the first match of the night. Randy Orton versus Aleister Black versus Carmelo Hayes versus LA Knight. So LA Knight was about to win the match when Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed showed up. Bronson Reed grabbed the foot of LA Knight, and then Braun Breaker speared the shit out of LA Knight. Then Carmelo Hayes was about to go for the famouser from the top rope. He hits a nasty RKO, and then Randy just slithers in and just pins LA Knight 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton advances, which is great. So this is fine. This makes perfect sense. I don't hate it. This puts LA Knight on Raw. He's going to be feuding with Seth Rollins and his faction, so that should be good, and this is what LA Knight needs. And the match was okay. Moving on. So Jacob Fatu, he comes out to a really good reaction. He tells the fans to keep it 100. He says just because your family doesn't mean you can go behind their back and try to snake them. Just because they both came from the same bloodline doesn't mean he can take all the credit for his hard work. Solo then shows up on the Titantron and says that Jacob Fatu would be nothing without him. Jacob Fatu says this is exactly why he had to remind Solo at Money in the Bank, when you don't get in where you fit in, and now it's against him. It's him against the world, because he's all gas with no brakes. So Solo is in the back. He's clapping with Jeff Cobb behind him. Pause. He asked Jacob Fatu if he got everything off his chest, he could forgive him at Money in the Bank. A year ago, he went to Sacramento to see him. Jacob Fatu was nothing. Was doing nothing and was nothing. No one wanted him around. He brought him around. He made him a superstar. He made him a champion. Solo gets angry and says it was all because of him. Next week, he'll be in the middle of the ring with open arms, willing to take Jacob Fatu back. But he needs to hear 4 words from him. I love you, Solo. He tells Jacob Fatu that he brought him into this world and he can take him out. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. I'm guessing from reports, it seems like Hikuleo, the younger brother of the Tongans, he's going to be showing up. He was supposed to make his debut here, but I'm guessing it's going to be saved for next week. So that's fine there, I guess. Having Gorillas of Destiny in the company is, it's okay. If it would have happened maybe like 5 years ago, I'd have been more excited. But now, nah. That's just me, though. But this is definitely going to lead to Jacob Fatu and Solo at SummerSlam. So that's fine there. Moving on. So Nick Aldis, he's backstage with the Secret Service. So Piper Niven opens up a FaceTime with Chelsea Green. She's in a pool and she tells Nick Aldis that they'll have to postpone her match. Nick Aldis says that Alba Fire will take Chelsea Green's spot. Chelsea says she doesn't authorize that, and Nick Aldis says he authorizes it. So the Secret Service, they leave. So Zelina Vega shows up. She tells Nick Aldis that she wants Julia. Nick Aldis tells her that Julia's not there. Zelina Vega says she's the United States Women's Champion, and next week she'll confront her face to face. Okay, I mean, that's fine there, but Zelina Vega is super tiny, and she is not over. We have got to put this girl in a managerial role quick, fast, in a fucking hurry. Like, come on. She is getting no fucking reaction. Even backstage, she's not getting a reaction, and that's not good. That is not good at all. Moving on. Queen of the Ring. Jade Cargill defeats Michin, a.k.a. Mia Yim, Nia Jax, and Piper Niven. So towards the end of the match, Piper takes out Nia Jax. She kind of spears her through the barricade. So she also takes out Michin with a Vader bomb. Then Jade Cargill, she comes in, she hits the jaded 1, 2, 3, and she advances. Really good stuff there. So with her winning, makes perfect sense. So, Naomi comes out. She comes out next. She begins by saying she sees a lot of people looking shocked, surprised, and stupid. Naomi says she doesn't know why, because she told them. She took what she deserved, and now look at her. She's Miss Money in the Bank. She says what's funny is that the entire time she was trying to beat Nia Jax for the WWE Women's Championship, Timmy Stratton was there the entire time to distract her and hit her. She says she used to be too nice and let it happen, but but the Naomi now won't let it slide. When she hits Tiffany in the head with the briefcase, it'll feel good. So Tiffany then shows up. Tiffany tells her she talks a big game and for her to do it, to cash in, take her title now. Tiffany says Naomi is still the same Naomi, all talk and no action. And this is why she never beat Nia Jax. Tiffany tells Naomi to prove everyone wrong. Naomi asks if she looks stupid to her. She says she won't cash in on her now. She'll cash in when she least expects it. But in the meantime, she's going to make her life a living hell. And then she also calls Tiffany Stratton a bitch. She's like, you heard me, bitch. I love that. I was like, oh, shit. So that was pretty cool. I like that. Naomi tells her TikTok, and her time is almost up, and she advises her to proceed with caution. So then Nia Jax gets into the ring. She attacks Tiffany Stratton from behind. She hits the Annihilator. Naomi is about to get in the ring and cash in, but Nia tells her to get out, and she obliges, I guess. So, I mean, that's fine, I guess. That's cool. Moving on. So we see a clip from earlier on in the day. Nick Aldis was with the tag team division and tells them that he wants to talk to them about the Wyatt Six. He tells them that the Motor City Machine Guns will get the Wyatts tonight. All right, that's fine. Who gives a shit about that? The Wyatt Six, Dexter Lumis, and Joe Gacy, they defeat the Motor City Machine Guns. Who cares? I don't care about this at all. Period. Who cares? Moving on. moving on. So John Cena comes out. He wants to fight R-Truth. He wants Truth. But he gets CM Punk. And the arena explodes. So CM Punk tells John Cena it's about to get real, basically. He puts over the Kentucky crowd. He tells John Cena that there's an old saying, you tell a strong man a lie to offend him. That's why it hurts him when John Cena calls him a hypocrite. You tell a weak man the truth, that offends him. The truth is, John Cena can't beat CM Punk. When he was at his best, he never could. And now he's going to ruin wrestling, but CM Punk's going to save it. CM Punk says it was his confidence that brought him to the mountaintop when people like Cena said that he didn't have it. But he won't walk into a sort of arena dressed like a toddler who struck out at T-ball. So the fans basically laugh a little bit. Basically, CM Punk says that John Cena is being CM Punk, and CM Punk is being John Cena. He says that he said that John Cena's copying him. He's taking his gimmick, saying that, when he did it in the past, he took the championship with him. He said challenging him at Night of Champions won't stop him. Just like old time, here's Punk to make Cena's title run interesting, which is true. To make Cena's run interesting, he says he'll follow Cena to Mars to beat his ass. He'll follow him to hell to prove that he's better than him. He calls John Cena a goat, but so is he. I love this line that Punk says. Punk says that Cena's a goat, that he'll spit roast him. He'll beat them both in their he beat them both in their hometowns. He beat them at Night of Champions. Terry Funk, Harley Race, Bret Hart, and Eddie Guerrero. They belong on Mount Rushmore, which is true. The audacity to put himself on that list, and 4 times, CM Punk says he sees right through him. He always has, and the truth is, and that's the truth. So then Punk shoulder shrugs John Cena and then leaves. So that's really good stuff there. Then R-Truth shows up for the second time of the night, attacks John Cena, and then officials break it up. Truth puts Cena into the STFU, which is great. So that's good. Good stuff. Excellent stuff. And then CM Punk says off camera that the truth hurts to John Cena. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Moving on. Great stuff there. Excellent shit there. This leads us into Byron Saxton. He has a backstage segment with Alexa Bliss. She tells him that she'll remind everyone who Alexa Bliss is. Charlotte Flair comes in and tells her that there's only room for one queen in this division. So, moving on from that, this leads us into R-Truth. He's backstage. He comes in, and in comes Nick Aldis. He asks R-Truth what he wants, and Truth said he wants a match next week with John Cena. Okay, good shit there. Great. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. I really am. Moving on. So Alexa Bliss wins the Queen of the Ring Fatal 4-Way. She defeats Charlotte Flair, Alba Fire, and Candice LeRae. So basically the finish came when Charlotte Flair had Alba Fire locked in the figure 8. Basically, Alba Fire took off Charlotte Flair's knee pad about to, she smacked her knee a little bit and everything. It didn't affect her not one bit. Then Alexa came in and hit Candice LeRae with the Sister Abigail DDT, and the ref counted 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's fine. That makes the most sense. I'm fine that Alexa advanced. Moving on. So Cody Rhodes is walking backstage. He sees CM Punk. He tells Punk that they can't run away from each other forever. Punk says he knows that, and he wishes him luck. He says that after Night of Champions, they will see who would chase who. Okay, that's fine. Main event of the evening, Cody Rhodes advances in King of the Ring. He wins the Fatal 4-Way. He defeats Shinsuke Nakamura, Damian Priest, and Andrade. Cody Rhodes goes through a table towards the end of the match. Nakamura just kicks Cody through a table. And then Cody hits a crossroads on Nakamura for the 1, 2, 3. And that was it. So, good stuff there. The show was pretty good. Like I said before, it was a star-studded show. I am all for it. So, I am sort of kind of happy that Triple H got his head out of his ass and decided to book a decent show. I'm not knocking it. There were some matches on the show that were kind of boring, especially both women's Fatal 4-Ways. They were awful. I enjoyed the men's Fatal 4-Way. The LA Knight one, that was great. So that was good. And then the Cody Nakamura, Cody's Fatal 4-Way was okay as well. But the match of the night for me was the men's Fatal 4-Way with LA Knight and Randy Orton. That was pretty good. So, Smackdown this week was pretty okay for the most part. Well, what did you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.